kick it off to get us underway. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
The gain makes it second and medium. And he drops back in the gun. Pass not complete. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills in summer two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
Quick throw to the left side. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, this defense has got to be aware that this quarterback and this offensive coordinator, they're not afraid to take shots. Here we see it early in this game, throwing the ball downfield. Defense has got to be aware. Keep those safeties back. Keep your eyes up. Try to keep a lid on this offense and look for some turnover opportunities.
No fair catch. Looking to return this punt. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the speedy returner, a big gain on that one. Coverage team barely able to stop him. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And they'll use the ground game here. Picks up 2, so it's second and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Makes the catch for the defense, breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. Are we going to see a repeat? Remember, last time these teams played, it got ugly.
Chris, that's one of those games you just hate to see in a rivalry game when it gets so one-sided. Hoping today to see this defense play much better.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. He's going to pull it down and run. Picks up the first. He's got some room. Can he get there? And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's first and goal.
These are the type of plays that are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him tied up. They thought they were going to be able to get him to the ground on the pass rush, but they're unable to do so.
Battling down near the goal line, but loses the football. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Chris, that's a free ball. Anybody can jump on that. The offense, presence of mind to see it and get on top of that. That's going to be a touchdown. What a play.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. USC offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. Oh, that one's picked off. Tackled after a short return to the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. He didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
The offense, excellent field position to start this drive. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Running out of time in the pocket. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
We'll try the ground game here with the running back. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Snags a good throw. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Boy, just a great throw and outstanding accuracy by this USC quarterback. We always know over the years that SC has as much history as anybody at this quarterback spot, and sure is living up to that right now.
Quick throw caught on the left side. Runner with an impressive spin move there. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking to make a big play downfield. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Get some space around the 30. The game is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
Well, another first down run for Notre Dame. And, man, they have such great history of running the football over the years. I know you know that, Chris, but not just the backs. You think of those offensive linemen they've had in South Bend. Just what a tradition and something I know they're very proud of.
There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Man, is he pretty to watch run this option. He is so dangerous with the threat to run or to throw. This time he keeps it himself, and you can see how much ground he eats up with that kind of speed.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
What a great throw here and an even better catch by this Notre Dame wide receiver. And Chris, let's be honest. If Notre Dame's going to become this top 5 team, this consistent brand, this is where they've got to make their biggest strides. The ability to make plays downfield and have the speed to be able to play with the big boys in college football.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be 1st and goal.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not 1, not 2, but 3 rushing touchdowns in 1 game? What a day.
Well, they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
How about Notre Dame sending it back here? Here he comes up with the sack. A little Rudy magic on this one. Well, they've had some great linebacker play over the years. Of course, think about Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith, who's now in the NFL and had a great career in South Bend. Notre Dame with great history of playing linebacker.
Big throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Defense will make the stop, and what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He'll take a deep shot here. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Oh, man, nearly a disastrous play there by the quarterback. Look at his facial expressions right now. He knows that he caught a break, trying to force the ball in there. He's going to have to make better decisions moving forward and work through his progressions to find his open man.
Oh, and he's got some space here. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? Breaks loose at the 45. Explosive gain across midfield. They'll spot it at the 35.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option. He has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
Handoff here from the shotgun. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack that is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Finds just enough space and makes the first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And that run produces a decent gain.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. He's running out of time here. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark, see if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will extend their lead even further. So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Fires it to the wideout. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Ball handed off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way, can they catch him? Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Physical run, breaking tackles. Oh, the ball's knocked loose. And the ball will bounce out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover. And the Trojans will crank up the tempo. Looking to throw it on first down. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Pass complete. It's second down now. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Yeah, I like the quarterback's.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. To make the extra point, cutting the lead to 24-7. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
24, USC, 7.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. Notre Dame offense back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. And they hand it off to the back. He shreds the tackle. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. The pass rush closing in, and the sophomore making an impact play.
Play together.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Catch made on the left side. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline waiting for your turn to get another chance.
Receiver in motion now. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
And looking to throw now on first down. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Can they keep this drive going, try to convert on 3rd down now? Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Notre Dame looking to convert on 4th down here. And the wideout goes in motion. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Here's the handoff. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Gain of 3.
The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. After making his first attempt, this one is from 43 yards out. He missed it. Still a 17-point lead after that miss. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. And this offense trying to build in a very impressive first half performance, trying to stretch the lead right away here in the 3rd. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. He'll hand it off. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Dumps it down to the back. He stopped out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Diaz. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
That completion sets up a 2nd down play. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
And the tackle is made, not the big play they were looking for, but a pretty solid game.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive game for the offense.
And the back now goes in motion. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there. Big versus big. Second down after that previous play. There's the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
So now it's 3rd and short from the plus 24. Could be 4-down territory. Interested to see what the call is here. Caught quickly. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Now, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
A change of direction. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And this one is getting ugly. Well, the energy really building now, Kirk. If they're not careful, this could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. But one of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
And now here comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the USC offense back on the field. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they get.
It's pulled in, completion on a diving catch.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. And how about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at second, hey, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
We'll have to throw it here on second down. A sack on the play could not escape the pass rush.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion. They're trailing in the third quarter. And they heave it deep downfield. And he is wide open for a huge gain. Into the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
What a well-designed play here by this offense to get the ball to the gifted tight end. Of course, he's got the size, but here he shows you the speed that he has in outrunning the secondary into the end zone for a big touchdown.
And it's caught in the end zone for a 2-point conversion to cut into this lead.
And makes the score Notre Dame 31, USC 15.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Set to kick this one away.
This will be fair caught way back at the 5-yard line. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Going for a big play downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
See if they can convert the point after. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead.
That makes the score Notre Dame 38, USC 15.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They'll keep it on the ground with the counter play. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Well, the offense goes with a counter play here, and the defense does a pretty good job of slowing it down. Again, you got to be disciplined on defense. Just when you think they're running on the front side, they run that counter play, and you better be home on the back side.
Yeah, he's set. Here's second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And the Trojans come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Play action here on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Contact as he let the ball go. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Let's it fly to the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down.
Well, there's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of the quarterback trying to throw a football. And on this play, they end up flushing him out to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football. That's what led to this incompletion.
Looking to pass here on second down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Southern California. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch for the two-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead.
Notre Dame, 38, USC, 23. That's the end of the first quarter. The score.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
23.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quick throw out left, complete. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
Ball handed to the running back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Breaks loose at the 40. Out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been unstoppable today.
Really positive yards here from this running back. He's able to pick up the first down. I guess the only knock would be he does step out of bounds with the new college rules. Of course, the clock will stop momentarily until the play clock starts on the next play, and then the clock will get started again. So just try to stay in bounds when you're working with a lead like this.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back, and it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Well, Chris, as you know, anymore in college football, these tight ends are essentially wide receivers. They move them all over the place and try to find a good matchup. And they had one. They're just unable to complete the pass.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football. Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. He breaks free. Looking to scramble. Looks like he's going to run it. Breaking free at the 35. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's looking deep here. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. First down here for this offense. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Notre Dame has moved now into the red zone. Running back with the football. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker.
Now, a 4th down.
The offense already has one 4th down conversion. Can they do it for a second time?
691, Gators score.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. So they make the tackle, what will be the final play of the game as the clock hits 0-0. Let's be honest, all wins are not equal. You go in there and hammer your rival and get bragging rights. That's sweet, man.